Alright, back for round 2 of Tailgate Testing's Drew Estates Gatsby Luxury Flake. And as you can tell, I'm not on my tailgate. It's because it's raining pretty good. Once again, this thing lights like a charm and burns amazingly. This tobacco wants to be smoked. I think that's a great compliment for a tobacco. I mean, really everything about it. The way it looks, the way it smells, the way it folds, the way it rubs out, the way it burns, it lights, it stays lit. This tobacco wants to be smoked. Now, yesterday I made a fool of myself. So yesterday I was going on, and I would be right now because I'm experiencing the exact same thing. I went on about the Perique in this blend and how it's a great, solid, Perique forward, peppery smoke. And in that first quarter of the bowl yesterday, and what I'm experiencing so far in the first quarter of this bowl, very peppery. So I got online, and it turns out there's no Perique in this blend. I know, right? What's up, Floyd? Hey, Floyd, wave at the camera. It's my buddy Floyd. He thinks it's hilarious that I'm out here smoking and filming myself. It is kind of weird, I guess, huh? Oh well. So yeah, Gatsby Luxury Flake is a Virginia Cavendish blend. Now, I think both SmokingPipes.com and Pipes and Cigars say it's a Virginia Burley, but the tin says it's a Virginia Cavendish, which I think it is a Virginia Cavendish, but dang. Fooled me. And I was right? I said, partially right, I guess, that there might be some Cavendish in here because it's really coming out quite smooth and semi-creamy. I still think creamy is the wrong word, but I can't come up with anything better with it. And when I say creamy, I mean sort of the consistency and not so much the taste. Whether there's Perique in it or not, it's very peppery for the first quarter. And really, just like yesterday, that pepper right now is fading away. This is sort of what I want out of a Virginia. Still get the grass and the grape, but it's more subdued and a little sweeter, and definitely not so harsh. Right now it's giving me a little bit of a scratch, sort of scratch in my mouth, my throat. Not my throat, but sort of a scratch in my mouth a bit, and a little bit on the retrohale, but it's really, really smoothing out. All right, I'm coming down to the last quarter of the bowl or so, and I think I've figured this mystery out a little bit. So, I like to puff away pretty hard. And I think that's where the pepper's coming from. And normally, right, if you smoke a Virginia like that, it's going to be very harsh. And with the Cavendish thrown in here, it really knocks out the harshness, and then you're just getting a bit of a pepper. I think that's it. And if I really slow down and just sip this, I'm not getting much of a Perique. There is a bit of a sweetness, an added sweetness from the Cavendish, I suppose. Maybe there's a topping on there. And maybe that's what I thought was, that combined with sort of the peppery bite that I got when I was smoking this like I normally smoke, and that's what I thought was the Perique, sort of a sweet and pepper. I'm still not quite sure, but if you slow down, and you just sort of sip away at it, it's a very mellow and slightly more sweeter than normal Virginia, which I would recommend to someone who's having trouble with Virginias and just not really getting it, but wants to get into smoking Virginias or wants to explore them. This would probably be a good blend to start out with, or to try, right? Because you're still getting the qualities of the Virginia without the negatives, the harshness. And it's really an enjoyable smoke no matter how you smoke it. But all in all, an intriguing blend for me. Layers to it and a bit of a mystery to it. And it does change based on how you smoke it, I think, which can be said for most all blends, I think. But I've really enjoyed my first two bowls, and I'm looking forward to a third and fourth and onwards. Same thing as yesterday. I'm coming down to the very bottom of the bowl, and it's turning a bit smoky. Not quite the sweetness yesterday at the very end, but a bit of a touch of smokiness at the very bottom of the bowl. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. Take care, be well, and as always, love truly.